Hello, every parent. Today I'll be talking about leadership responsibility. Leadership responsibility. Growing up, I had a wonderful mother who taught me leadership in a very grand style. I was the first son of four, okay, five. I was the first son, and I had three other brothers and one sister. And it will amaze you that, my mom actually taught me earlier. I started cooking at the age of 8. So I learned earlier how to manage my younger ones. Now, there are some principles my mother taught me that were very amazing, that made me to understand leadership and responsibility very quick. And while I started managing young people as well, I saw that that principle, plays out very well. It helps young people to see leadership from different angle. You know, um, my mom made me to stop having a blame game where I just have to say it's because of this person is the reason for not doing what I supposed to do. Because of this person is the reason for not doing what I supposed to do. So blaming everybody but not myself for not doing what I ought to do. That is me not taking responsibility. Like my mother will put out a roster of how to wash the plates and have me supervise my siblings obey the roster. All right. Now, I've also received strokes of cane from my mother just because my siblings did not follow the roster or did not take responsibility for the actions they are supposed to take. Let's take, for example, one of the days, my younger brother, immediate younger brother, was supposed to wash the plate and as well warm the food. And my mom wasn't around, and I was supposed to supervise that. But because my brother pissed me off and I felt I want to punish him, I decided not to remind him to do or follow him up to do those things. So I allowed it. So my brother got angry, dressed up, and went to school. So the food spoiled. Now my mother came back, did not warm the food, allowed it that way, cooked a new soup, prepared a wonderful food. I mean, this is the extreme, anyways. Prepared a wonderful soup, have my younger ones to enjoy this meal, and I and my immediate younger brother did not eat. And worst of all was that my mom brought me out and flogged me for the errors of my younger brother and told me that I was supposed to do what? Put him to do what he ought to do, even when I was angry with him. So I did not really like what she did. It got me angry and I didn't enjoy what my mom did. But it was later in life that I understood that the statement of my mother was very emphatic that if she gets it right with me, she can get it right with the rest of my siblings. And I found out that that was true. That was serious true because she made me understand that it is the leader's responsibility to make sure that his followers are taking actions when they are supposed to take the action willfully. And also, she also made me understand that leaders eat last. So I cook the food, I share the food. After sharing the food to my siblings, I eat the last share of the food. So I didn't really understand all of these things as a principle of leadership, but my mother made me to learn them, to live them, to understand them. So when I started going into leadership proper, I started appreciating the fact that I need to take responsibility of others. So let's say this as assignment, this is the responsibility that you have to give to your children. At every point in time, make sure that you have one of your children that you assign to take that responsibility. When you do so, they take ownership of every assignment that you give to them. And when you sometimes give them supervision over others, it will help them know how to manage other people, how to follow up other people, even when you are not around. So it is nice you start giving them responsibility as early as you can. Don't say 2 years is very young that they will not understand. No, start early. So by the time they become a teenager, it becomes easier for them to know that this is my responsibility. I need to do it. I need to give feedback. I need to follow up other people to make sure that they do what they ought to do when they ought to do it and help them to do it how they must do it. So When you do so, you will see that we are producing a productive and effective teenager. I hope that helps someone. Thank you very much.
Welcome. My name is Joshua Okoye, and I'm so glad that I'm talking to you today. It's a wonderful thing to have you listen to me.